Today's program is brought to you by CF Professionals Incorporated, Gary Gruse's office, Ohio Mutual Insurance Group, Jim Kennedy's office, the Pioneer Mill Restaurant in Tiffin, specializing in hand-cut steaks, fresh seafood, and weekly features prepared by all the chefs in the kitchen, as well as Ralph's Joy of Living, Seneca Hills Golf Course, State Farm Insurance at Lape's office, Steyr Seeds, Viewpoint Graphics, Tiffin Ace Hardware, and the Animal Hospital of Tiffin. Now is our time to get a preview of the men's and women's indoor track and field squad. So if everybody would like to go ahead and introduce themselves up here, and we'll pass the microphone around.
Coach Small, I'm the head sprints and jumps coach.
My name is Ray Robinson. I'm the throws coach.
Coach Serena Williams, and I'm assistant with women's and men's cross country, and I coach the men's and women's 800-meter group.
I'm Coach Martin. I work with the cross country runners, and I also work with the distance runners and track.
I'm Kayla Elks. I'm a senior on the team.
All right, Kayla, what's your event?
I do multi-events, but mainly long jump and triple jump.
Well, you're the only student athletes up here, so you get the questions to fill the void. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Lordstown, Ohio.
Okay, and how long are you a senior this year?
Yes.
And what are you studying?
I'm studying forensic science and law enforcement.
Okay, and talk a little bit about your time at Tiffin University. Is track and field the only varsity sport you participate in?
Yes.
Okay, and talk a little bit about your time. Talk about some of the highs you've had, and you can leave the lows away. Just talk about some of the highs you've had as being a Tiffin University Dragon student athlete.
As being a Tiffin athlete on the track team, we've definitely gotten better over the years. I've been here for 3 different facilities. Now we have the brand new indoor rec center that's going to be great to use.
Were you asking the university where was that 3 years ago when I got here? Or is that
3 years ago, we were in a mall complex, and then we went to Big Lots, and now we have the indoor rec center.
How nice is that as a student athlete to have that Heminger Center to be able to use for your for your workouts? I mean, it's just got to be night and day, just fantastic.
It is. It's great to have. It's going to be a great advantage to the team for us training to do better this year and have a great time at GLIACs.
And talk a little bit about the squad in general. You got a pretty deep squad on both the men's and women's sides this year?
Yeah, we have a great team. We have great recruits coming in, good freshmen. Should be a great year. We have national qualifiers returning, so very excited.
Well, you get to have the pleasure now of introducing Coach Jeremy Croy, standing over to your left, so do your best. Introduce Coach Croy, if you would.
Okay. Coach Croy has been a great coach over the couple years. Definitely runs the team very well, and excited to see this year, and hopefully he keeps up the good work.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Kayla Elks is a senior athlete at Tiffin University's women's track and field program. Come on over, Coach. Coach Croy, how are you doing tonight, sir?
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing well. So go ahead and sit down and have a seat here. We'll get a chance to talk to you on the program. Why don't you scoot over to this one for the camera. So, Coach, got to out here for our Dragon Radio program tonight. Talk a little bit about your kids as you get ready for the winter indoor season to get started.
Well, this is probably our thinnest senior class that we've had in the past 3 years. The past 3 years we've been at 33, 31, and 35. This year we only have 24 seniors, so believe it or not, it's a little thin as far as the leadership goes. We've also decided to, as the GLIAC's grown, 16 teams now, 1 division. Depth doesn't really play much of a role anymore. We have to go out and get those superstars, those studs, and so we've gone more towards the junior college route and brought in 7 or 8 junior college athletes as well. So got a great group of freshmen, good group of junior college kids, and a solid core of seniors, upperclassmen. I think we still, junior, seniors still have 50, 59, 60 upperclassmen. So
okay, talk a little bit about that Heminger Center that Kayla spoke about. As a coach, having that at your disposal as far as recruiting and training and working with your kids, it's got to be just fantastic from the coach's standpoint to have that facility.
Yeah, we absolutely won't have any excuses anymore. Goals every year, top 10 in the country. Years past, maybe we've had some ammo for excuses. We don't have that ammo anymore. We definitely need to be top 10 in the country, men's and women's side. Today was our first day of practice, so we've conditioned the past 3 weeks, 8 hours a week. Today we were able to jump it up to 20 hours a week, so that was just I was sort of shell-shocked when I got in there and
Oh,
could
sure.
actually do everything we intended to do without hitch. So we missed big lots, but
I'm sure you do. So, is there some challenges that are offered to you with the indoor season that the outdoor season doesn't offer? I mean, is there a difference in your philosophy and your style, the way you attack the team as a coach?
No, I think more of the challenges delve into outdoor season.
Okay.
Finding weather, not only for practice, because we will have that facility now to hide from the weather.
Again, no excuses.
No excuses, but competition-wise, I mean, and we could go undefeated and not make the national championship. It's a little different than the high school level where the top 4 people move on from districts to regionals, top 4 people move on from regionals to states. College level, you have to hit a certain time, you have to hit a certain distance. And so if you don't get the weather, if you don't luck into the weather, you're really not going to qualify. I mean, we had a long jumper a couple years ago that went undefeated the entire year. I think he jumped 23-10, beat all the Ohio State guys, beat all the Akron guys. Never got beat all year, conference champion, but didn't jump far enough. And it's
Okay.
just because we didn't get him in the right environment. So the challenge is delve more into the outdoor season where we need to travel and still get lucky, but
Yeah.
we do need to travel south. So normally we're trying to go 8 hours, Charlotte, Middle Tennessee, Atlanta type thing.
Now, last year in the GLIAC indoor tournament, I don't know if you call it tournament, what you call it, the meet, both of your men's and women's finished right around middle of the pack. The men, I believe, finished 4th and women maybe 6th, if I'm correct. And what do you guys need to do to take that next step to get up there to that top tier of the conference?
Yeah, indoor we had a rough time at it. Outdoor we moved into 3rd on both sides. So 3rd out of 14 is not too bad. We'll say it's a little better than middle of the pack, but to get to that next level, Ashland and Grand Valley, basically. It's us, Ashland, Grand Valley, out of the top 16 teams. Get to that next step. This indoor facility is a great start. I don't know that it'll happen overnight. We need to use it as a recruiting tool.
That's what I was just going to say. Yeah, as a recruiting tool, it's got to help quite a bit.
So it definitely will. It already has, but it's going to take a couple years. I think on the women's side this year, we definitely have a good shot at getting 2nd. On the men's side, we probably have an outside chance at winning, knocking off Grand Valley. So either way, we'll be top 10 in the country. I think last year we had 7 GLIAC teams in the top 20. So.
Wow. That speaks volumes for the conference there as well. I mean, every coach you talk to, when you ask them about the conference, take your pick. It doesn't really matter. And then you say 7 teams in the top 20 from the GLIAC. I mean, that's outstanding.
Yeah. Actually, there were 8 on the women's side.
Wow.
7 on the guys' side, and 8 on the women's. So.
You got some of your assistant coaches here as well. Talk a little bit about how you're able to utilize them, because track and field, there's a lot of kids, and so you got to have a pretty decent-sized coaching staff and a lot of coaches you can trust to make sure the job gets done, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're probably running 130 athletes right now. I just sort of manage the squads, manage the assistant coaches. They're the ones that do all the work. I coach maybe 10 athletes out of the 130 that we have. So Coach Martin does a great job managing, Coach Williams, a squad of 50 distance runners. We've got a couple great distance runners back, and Ashley Gilroy on the women's side. She holds school records, I think, in 6 out of the 8 distance races. And then Colin Fisher was GLIAC runner-up last year. He's academic All-American. Looking for some great things with Coach Martin's kids, and Coach Robinson's got a couple All-Americans back in the throws. We have 3 national qualifiers back on the men's and women's side. So sprints and jumps, our jumps program is probably the top jumps program in the conference. We score more points than any other school in the conference in sprints and jumps. And Kayla Elks, who was sitting up here just a little while ago, she broke the conference record in the women's triple jump, the all-time jump further than anybody had in conference history.
That's fantastic.
And then got beat right at the end. So she's sitting. She's sitting.
I'm sure she's pleased with you right now.
Sitting 2nd now all time. So, but pretty phenomenal if you think of the storied tradition of all those schools. And
Sure.
just the thousands of people that have jumped. She's number 2 all time. So.
Well, Coach Croy, thank you so much for your time, and thanks to all you. Got too many student athletes to bring them all up here at once with the track and field program. So all of you that are here, we'll give you all a big round of applause right now for the Tiffin University men's and women's indoor track and field team. Thank you, Coach.